Hello, fourth graders. I hope you had fun learning about sound waves and vibrations on Monday. Today, we are going to build a paper cup telephone and talk a little bit more about sound waves. So here, I actually found a picture of what's called a tin can telephone, which is another experiment you could try. We're going to be making ours with paper cups. Okay, so on Monday, we learned that sound is made up of vibrations or sound waves that we can hear. These sound waves are formed by objects vibrating or shaking back and forth. Sound waves travel through air, water, and solid objects as vibrations. When they reach our ears, these waves make the delicate skin of our eardrums vibrate. So on Monday, what you were doing is we felt our throat and we felt that vibration of the sound waves. Then we talked into a paper cup and we made the paper cup vibrate. And then we felt the string and we felt, wow, those vibrations went through the string. Then we held the cup to our ear and those vibrations, when we were rubbing the string, traveled in through our pinna, in through our ear canal. The vibrations are still going. Then the eardrum starts vibrating, the ossicles start vibrating, the water inside the cochlea starts vibrating, and then those vibrations are sent as messages through our nervous system to our brain, where the sound is processed and our brain knows what we're hearing. Today, you're going to need some more materials. So you should have the cup on a string that you made on Monday, because I told you to save that. But now you're going to make the other half of your paper cup telephone. So you're going to need another 6-foot length of string, another paper cup, and another paper clip, and you need the pencil to poke a hole in the bottom. Now, remember, you can get creative. If you don't have the string, you could use ribbon or yarn. If you don't have a paper cup, you could use a plastic cup or a tin can. If you don't have a paper clip, you could try tape. And if you don't have any of these things and you can't do the experiment, it's okay. You can watch it. You guys know me, and I like when you get to try things out and do things. And so that's why I encourage you to try to find the materials. But if it's impossible and you don't have them, you can still watch the video and learn and imagine yourself doing it. So if you need time to get these materials, you can press pause. You can watch the video and then try this out after you finish watching the video. Or if you don't have the materials, you can just watch the video. So if you need to press pause, go ahead. And if you're ready to go on, I'm going to go on to the next part. So now we're going to go back to Mystery Science, and we're going to actually build this telephone like this. So we're going to connect the part you made on Wednesday to the new part you're going to make today. All right, so you have your supplies. So let's go to the next step. This is exactly what you did on Monday. You're making the other half.
Tie a knot in one end of the string, like this.
Okay, same thing you did Monday. You're gonna have that little loop here in the end. If you need more time, you can press pause to do this string if you're following along with the video. Then we'll go on to the next step.
Hold the paper clip exactly like this. I'll give you a few seconds to do this. Okay, now push down the back. Slide in the loop of string. Take the two ends and twist them apart like this. Make sure it looks like this when you're done.
Okay, so now if you need to press pause again and do this step, if you're following along with the video, you can go ahead and do that. If you're using tape, you can just go on and I'll show you what you do next.
Use the pencil to poke a hole in the cup like this. Then push the paper clip through the hole. This will stop the string from falling out.
Okay, so go ahead and press pause and do that step. If you are using tape, just like on Monday, if you put the string through the hole, you can probably tape it on the inside instead and see if that will work. All right, and then we already did these experiments on Monday, so I'm going to skip these 4 different experiments. If you didn't do them, you can go back and look at Monday's video. That's when we do them. And now we're going to go on and make the experiment. Now you're going to need a partner at home.
Telephone. Find a partner and decide who will be voice and who will be ear. Don't worry, you'll switch jobs later. Tie the loose end of your string to the loose end of your partner's string, like this.
So you guys have both parts of the telephone, so you're just going to tie those 2 strings together in the middle, just like that. And now you
have a paper cup telephone.
Your 2 cups should be connected by that long string in the middle, so it'll look like this.
Let's make sure everyone has room to experiment. Ears go to one side of the room. Voices go to the other side. Be careful not to tangle your string with anyone else's. Pull the string straight. Now you're ready.
Okay, so you should have this all set up. If you need to press pause, you can. We're going to go ahead to the next step.
Watch this whole step before you do anything. You're all going to do this together. Voice. Say a number between 1 and 5 very softly into the cup. Ear. Use your fingers to show the number you hear. Then switch jobs and do it again. Okay, I'm going to count down from 3 to 1. Wait until I say go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, now you and someone in your house can play this game for a little while. You can each try it. You can reverse roles. You can try to say some other things and see if you hear it. Experiment with it. When you're ready to go on to the next step, you can press play. But this is a great time if you're following along with the video to pause and see if this is working, just the way you saw it work for them. Let's get that.
Go. Discuss as a group.
All right, so you can talk about whoever your partner is at home. What do you think is happening in this part of the telephone? And why do you think that? So this is the part you're talking into. You're probably saying that your sound waves are making the cup vibrate. And you can probably still feel that with your hands. Even when you're whispering, there's a small vibration. What happens in this part of the telephone? And why do you think that? You're probably saying or thinking that this string is also vibrating. The vibrations here are transferring to this string and making the string vibrate. And why do you think that? Well, I'm guessing if you put your hand on it, you can actually feel it. And then this is the part that's next to the ear. What happens in this part of the telephone, and why do you think that? Again, this part is also vibrating. And that is what causes the vibrations to go into your ear, that sound wave, it's moving. And again, why do you think that? Well, you can probably feel it. And also this ear can hear the sound wave vibrations.
Soon you're going to decide on some experiments to do. But first, find out what materials you have available.
All right, so I know that some of you might have limited materials at home and other kids have tons of materials at home. This is totally optional, but you can try to do some other things. And I would love if my little scientist did try this. So you could make it longer. So if you have string, you could make it longer. You could do the experiment and like have one person go upstairs and one person be downstairs and have the string going up the stairs and see if you can still hear. You could go around a corner. So there's lots of cool things you can do with that. You could try other types of string, ribbon, yarn, dental floss, and you could see if it works better or if it's not as good as the string. You could do different kinds of cups. You could do a smaller cup, a larger cup. You could make a cone-shaped cup out of paper. So you can design your own phone and test it out and see, is this a better phone or is this this phone doesn't work as well? So you're going to want to try some things out. Now, when you finish experimenting, I do have something to turn in today. I want you to go to the Google document and I want you to type in your name and your classroom teacher's name. Then I want you to answer just 2 questions. When you talk into your paper cup telephone, the person on the other end can feel the bottom of their telephone vibrate. Why do you think this happens? So in here, you're just showing me what you understand about the sound wave experiment that you did. You're just going to type a sentence and explain why is that happening. Then think about all the sounds and noises around you each day. Besides human voices, what are some other examples of things that can create sound vibrations? And there's tons of ideas out there. So listen to sounds and noises. What's causing those? What's making that vibration? When you finish that, you can turn that in. Feel free to make comments if you do another experiment and you want to share it with the whole class. You could put something in the comment section that says, I made a new phone and I used 30 feet of string, and tell us what happened. Or I made a new phone and I used a giant plastic cup, and tell us what happened. So I would love to see experiments like that. And as always, I love getting pictures of you guys because I miss you so much. And so if you build a phone, paper cup phone, or a new phone of your own design, and you can take a picture and send it to me, I would love it. Your parents can email them to me at lsherman@mahonison.org. You can take a picture with your Chromebook if you want, and you can send it to me. You can share it with me. So those are 2 ways you can do. And if you can't take the picture, it's totally okay. It's just something I do really love to see what you guys are up to. All right, I hope you have fun making your paper cup telephone and experimenting some more with sound vibrations.